Welcome back to another fun and exciting episode of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the board game. Hopefully, this time I don't screw nothing up as we go back to the small town of Newt, Texas. Once again, it's really Austin, but don't tell nobody. Start by putting these tokens in the bag. As you can hear the rain outside, makes for a nice ambiance for this. Although thunderstorms are more related, in a sense, to the Friday the 13th series than Texas Chainsaw, it still works nicely in my opinion. Now let's see where Leatherface starts off. This one, as we roll the D100. That is a 66. The dot is the bottom. So we will look and see where Mr. Leatherface starts this time. Looks to me like it will be the dining room. Covers all number 60s. So the dining room is where Leather starts. Last time he was actually out of the yard. But the dining room, he will have his back towards the window as he is always initially going towards the killing room, which is right here. Now for the fun part. To see which lucky people, if you want to call them that, lucky that is, not people. How many are going to trespass tonight on the Sawyer family property in Newt, Texas? Only 2. Okay, that's fine and dandy. That works for me. Which 2 will it be? Number 1, it will be Pam to start. Miss Pam. Get her card out over here. As you can read everything there, her special move is when Pam reveals a token while moving, she may look at it and swap it with a face-down token on the board without looking at it. The new token goes in the bag. She can only use that once a turn. Put that right down. Next one. Yeah. 2. 1, 2. Okay, so it'd be Pam and Kirk. The original trespasser. The one that broke the entering in the front door, thinking he was going to trade some gas in his guitar or some couple of bucks in guitar for some gas after entering these people's house, and then takes a sledgehammer to the head for his efforts. Well deserved, I might add. We'll get Kurt out here. Here is Kirk. His special move is when Kirk does a push action against a Slaughter Sawyer family member, they move 2 spaces. So, as it is, here we go. Fun, fun, fun in the summertime. Now, for one final piece, are we using objectives tonight? This is no. This is yes. All right, here we go. Yes, we are. We're just going to shuffle these up and draw the top one, and the bottom one. We'll cut, half cut. I'm not going to ruin these cards by actually shuffling them. For one, I can't shuffle. And for two, I'm not ruining the cards. Okay, here we go. Pam's objective. Perfect. Saturn is in retrograde. Draw one of each of the following tokens in one turn. Leatherface, Bones, Eyes, and Photo. Well, that won't happen until later in the game if it happens at all. In Kirk's objective, the Saw is family. Win the game with all three of the Slaughter family members on the game board, which is going to be tough. Which means all this has to be filled in to get Nubbins to the van, which is where he will start. But now Pam will make her first move. She'll go down there towards the end. Now she has to draw one. She's not going to use both because she doesn't want to get stuck in the brambles. Leatherface right off the bat. But he goes into the killing room. Well, he goes to the door first. He does not break a door until he knows someone is outside. He does not know about them, and they do not know about him. He doesn't see anybody outside. He has his back to the window. They're on the other side of the brambles, still out in the street. He knows nothing, like Colonel Schultze. And that's all there is to that. All right. Kirk, he will come here. He will go here. He will go up the middle. And we will see what he draws. Pretty much a harmless draw right now, so. Bones. And that's where we'll keep it. Now, the game begins. Bam. 1, 2. We need one can of gas and one set of keys. Remember, these do not activate until they are drawn out of the bag, but there is a family portrait now in the bag. Well, in the barbecue tray. Now she needs to draw an action to get out of brambles without taking a hit, blood splatter. I'm sure this is the mid-70s. I'm sure they were all taking hits of one thing or another. There's Leather as he goes back to the killing room. Remember, once he is enraged, which is when he sees these people, realizing they're on his property, that's when you keep drawing a Leatherface token. Or once you draw a Leatherface, she's got an action. Okay, she's going to stop with that because she's going to go over here. Another Sawyer family. So she is going to use her special move, swap that out with the killing room token. This token goes into the bag, sight unseen, which could be bad, could be good. It could be the keys, it could be a gallon of gas, it might not be anything. But she is out of the brambles. And here comes Kirk. 1, 2. Bones and bones. Them bones, them bones. Now he needs an action. He needs an action to get out of brambles. He gets his action. Very nice. He's going to go straight up the front walkway. Now there's another action in the bag. All right, very nice. Okay. Pam's turn. It's impossible for her to complete her objective so far right yet, so. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? See, I'm already screwing things up. She's supposed to move first. 1, 2. We'll take her over to the graveyard. Pictures in action. Okay. One step closer. Now, if she draws an action, she's going to probably search. Bones. And nah. We're going to let that go at that. Not going to chance it. Don't want to get him all hot and bothered. And here comes Kirk. He's not going to go in front of too many windows. Because he's not real sure about... He's going to have a look around, though. We'll go over here. Slaughter family and Bones. A lot of Slaughter family already getting drawn into the bag. Can he draw an action? Even if he draws a Leatherface right now, Leather cannot see him. Well, wait a second. If he's standing at this door, he can look right out this window, and Kirk's right there, so he would see him. Bones. Gets lucky there. Okay. What I like about these games is they're like horror movies that are never the same. You know, we're going to be doing a lot of Final Girl. We got Halloween. We got Night of the Living Dead coming. We got Jaws coming. So, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We even got a little World War II action coming with Black Orchestra. Your objective is to kill Hitler. Gladly. Okay, now that she is on the graveyard, she has to draw an action in order to search. She cannot just search using an action at the start of the turn, because those are move actions and not actions, if that makes any sense. So she'll go one here and then one back to unveil that. Now she's going to draw a token. She gets an action, she can search. Bones. And since she knows that Kirk is so close to the house, she's trying not to disturb anything. So Kirk goes next. Like I said, he's going to check out around the perimeter of the house. He hears the generator. He's going to go check that out. Look at that. Gee, when Christmas. Double whammy. If he can draw 2 actions, he can get to the generator and search. So now he knows that they have gas on the premises. Bones. And he's also out of sight of Leather if he should come to that door. Okay, so here comes Pam again. She's just going to say to hell with it. 1, 2. She's just going to keep writing on them. Leather. She's going to switch that with the token in the killing room. Goes into the bag. Sight unseen. Now she has to draw. She gets 2 actions. She can search the generator. That's basically what she's trying to do there. Bones. They're within shouting distance, talking distance of each other, so they figure they're pretty safe. Bones. 1 more Bones, and that's the end of her turn. 3 of any non-action tokens, and that's the end of the turn. Hey, action. She's going to try to go 1 more time. Anything but Two-Face there. And there's 3rd Bones. Okay. 3 Bones and an action. So she'll go over here. And she'll take that action too. Okay. If Fantastic. Now, Kurt. Decides to go past Pam. Gasoline. They had gasoline. Okay, that's fantastic. That's good. That's great. Now, here's the thing. He has to draw an action. Now, if he draws an action, he can get to this window. But as it stands, Pam can get in that window because Kirk is at that space. Because it takes 2 people in that space to get in that window. So, but we'll see what happens. It takes more than 2 people, more than 1 person to get into a 2nd story window. But you might just move around. Leather. Once again, he does not see anybody. Just for shits and giggles, he will go over to that room, and that will be that. Once again, he does not even know anybody's out there. So anybody that's saying, oh, you need to take him closer, blah, 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 blah. No, because he doesn't know anybody's out there. That's all there is to it. Pam's going to go here and here, just in case this is the keys. Keys. Now, Leatherface is now enraged by the rules of the game. We will go with that. And now the fun starts, because if it wasn't for the objectives, they could get out of here. But because of the objectives, they have some things to do. I don't think Pam can draw, because there's no eyes in here just yet. Bones. That's good enough for her. She'll go pass it on. No reason to go inside. He's going to go right here to the generator. He's going to search if he can draw an action. There's no reason to look anywhere else in the yard. Absolutely none. He's looking for an action to search. Even the family portraits would not be a bad idea right now, because he needs them anyway. Bones. Very slow start to this one. If it wasn't for the objectives, it could be a very short game. And Bones. That's the 3rd Bones. He has a action. He's going to search, which will move the vehicle. Search off the top there. Right off the top. No bottom deck deal in here. False alarm. If you draw a Slaughter family token, excluding Leatherface, you may return it to the bag instead of placing it on the family board. He'll keep that, but the thing is, that's counterintuitive to his objective, because he needs all these guys out on the board. All of them. So he's kind of SOL. Stuck between a rock and a hard place right now, thanks to the objectives. Okay. Here comes Pam. She'll move. Everybody's going to head back towards the street. There's no reason not to. They could do all this from the van. Honestly. Leather. Now that he is enraged because they have the keys in the gas that they need. I don't know. How does he know they have it, right? I'll leave it up to your imagination. He goes there. Now, you keep drawing. You draw Leatherface token, you keep drawing. He breaks through that door. Family token there. There's no reason to keep going, honestly. Kirk's gonna make his way towards the road. Probably go to the graveyard. They can still search. They can still get stuff to make. Wow. Just like that. The old man goes to the dining room. Anybody gets sent to the dining room, he does 2 damage. Oh boy. They're going to call it at that. Pam's going to bounce around here. Actually, no, Pam's not. Pam ain't bouncing around that way. She's going to go over here to the graveyard. Try to get in action so she can search. Because there are things that would put Leatherface back in the killing room. Buy you some time. First token for Drayton. Or as they call him here, the cook. You ain't nothing but a cook. Leather. He busts out the front door. Now he sees them. Yes, he does. He sees them right over here. 3 Leatherface tokens and his rage meter moves up. Uh-oh. He coming for him. He coming for him. 3 steps away from Kirk. Action. Pam can draw. Truck moves off the top of the deck. Let's see what we got. Help. If a character is adjacent to another character, transfer 1 blood splatter to the other player. Okay. Well, the jig is up. Kirk's going to go to the Jenny. He needs an action. It's Bones. No reason for anybody to go to any other part of the yard. Bones wants an action so he can search. Leather. Leather moves. Remember, Leatherface does not go through windows, so. Fam. They're going to stop right there. So Drayton's got 2. Not even sure how many are still in the bag. I don't think it's 5 though. I don't think we put 5 in. Can't really use that false alarm because it's pointless. Whose turn was it? Oh yeah, that was Kirk's turn. Because he went to the Jenny. So now it's Pam's turn. She sees Leatherface. She's going to stop searching. Pictures. Okay. Now, when drawn, look at the top card of the search deck. You may choose to put it to the top or bottom of the deck. Move the truck. So it's an indirect search. The card is check on the meat. When this card is drawn, you must move Leatherface to the killing room. Discard this card. And boom, goes back to the killing room. And it is discarded. Therefore, it is out of play. Fantastic. That is a great break. And now it is Kirk's turn, as he will move back down here. That's all they were looking for. Now he wants to draw all the family members out. Okay. Action. Bones. Bones. One more bones and his turn is over. Bones. Okay, he gets one action. So he'll go right there. That card, that check on the beat card, boy, that is a real humdinger, I'll tell you. And since she's trying to get back to the van anyway, she's just going to go right here. No, wrong one. She's going to go right here. Flip that. It's an eye. That's exactly what she needs. Now, all 4 of the tokens that she needs is going to be in the bag after this turn. Then she'll need to draw one of each: Leatherface, Bones, Eyes, and Photo, and then she can get the hell out of here. But first, she's got to draw. Anything but Two-Face up there. And Drayton has come out of the diner to see what these nap-haired idiots have done. These damn coon shits running hell all over the place out here. Alright. You damn coon shits. You nap-haired idiots. Look what your brother did to the door. Boy, I hope he don't go inside. He see what he did to 2 doors. But now, Kirk's turn. What should we do with Kirk this time? He has to get everybody out, so he's on the graveyard. Now, every time a family token is drawn, Drayton moves around to the searchable areas outside of the house, just around the perimeter. And if he should catch one of these 2, they go into the dining room, Grandpa. That deals 2 damage, but they can probably push Grandpa out the damn window. So, interesting. Okay. Kurt wants to search Bones, or believe it or not, draw more family tokens. Leatherface is a non-factor right there now, as the second Bones comes out in this turn. Leather. And he'll bust through this door. Telling Grandpa exactly what's going on. And I can just picture Gunnar Hansen. Goddamn fucking strange fucking trespassers out here. Get those sons of bitches. Fantastic. That's what he was looking for. Boom. Curious. When drawing a search card, look at the top 2 cards. Choose one to draw and leave the other one on top. That's Kurt's. Mother's in there talking to Grandpa. Pam will move back over here, so she has just a straight shot to get out of there. Remember, she's looking for one of each. Kind of a weird game this time around. Eyeball. That's one. When drawn, flip over one face down token on the board. Not that it matters at this point, but Grandma's room. I gotta keep going. Leather. Okay. Had to be done. She's going to keep drawing anyway. She needs that photos, honestly. Bones. She's got 3 out of the 4. Action. She draws 3 actions, she can get out into the street. She draws 4, she can get all the way to the land. Bones, 1 more bones. And then it turns over. Bones. She will forego her action because nothing's going to get her any closer to the street than she is right now. Here comes Kurt. He is looking to draw family portraits in... Oh, shoot. Yeah. Kurt's got to go. Kurt's got to find more family out here. So he's got to go. Boy, I'm a dumbass. There ain't no reason to search nowhere else. Yeah, well, yeah, there is. And what's sad is the killing room. He might have to go all the way to the killing room in order to get the nubbins out there. And now... the truck does not move. This is going to be a dicey one. Nope, that's cool. Okay. But that is one. He's looking for family pictures and he's looking for, okay, action. That works well. That works well. Action, that works well too. Pictures. When you draw like at the top card of the search deck, you may choose to move it to the top or the bottom. Now you move the truck. All right, here we go. Flashlight. Last time I saw it, Franklin had it. Although he couldn't find his knife. When you would draw a token from the bag, look at 2 and choose 1 to draw. That does stay up on top, I do believe. We'll keep that one on top. He's looking for actions. Not too worried about leather right yet. That's a third action. We're going to cut it right there. And he's going to move 3 times. He cannot go in this window. It's a 2nd story window. Pam would have to be on this space here for him to go in the window. So he's going around the back of the house. 1, 2, 3. Takes 2 people to get in a 2nd story window. Bones. All right. His turn's over. Now it's her turn. She's going to jump back and forth here because it's the same distance to get out, plus she'll be in front of the truck anyway. So Here we go. She's looking to draw one of each of the four, and then her objective will be taken care of. Action. 3 actions, and she's in the street. I check the hallway. That's an action. It's 1. Action. So far, so good. Pictures. Now just look at the top card of the search deck. We already know what it is. It is the flashlight. The truck moves, opening up both exits. And she can continue to go because she's looking, now she's looking for the 2 easy ones to get. Action. She can draw actions all day long. She can draw all of them out of the bag. Bones. Now she's just looking for the man. She's just looking for one. Bones. No more bones. Woo-wee, this is not easy, man. Not easy. She got the 2 tough ones out of the way. Now she actually wants to draw Leatherface. Bones, are you ribbing me? Okay, well, she's got 3 actions. So 1, 2, 3. She's gonna be at the van. Here comes Kirk. He's gonna check. That's an action. That's an action. Not horrible. Not horrible. He's looking for family pictures. Action. That's fine. He can keep on moving. Bones. Kurt's in big trouble. He's in way back there, but Leatherface is still in the house. Bones. Bones are getting drawn a lot in this game, I swear. There's Leather. Now he's out. Now, because he's enraged, you got to keep going. Oh boy. When he comes out, he doesn't know where Kirk's at. He saw Pam go out there through the dining room window. Bones. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Kirk gets to move one more. That'll be another action in the bag. Alrighty. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Pam is in the van. She can keep going her thing. If Nubbins comes out, he starts in the van. She will have to draw an action token to push his psychopathic, goofy ass out of the van into the street. And you do not get a blood splatter unless you go a turn, unless you enter a space where he's at. If he goes into the van when she's there, she can push him out and she doesn't take any damage. So, and it's weird because after that, it doesn't say how he moves. So I don't know. Maybe every time draw a marker he moves. I don't know. I forget how many of these there are, how many family things there are in there. But anyway, this is Pam's move. She's got bones. Remember, she needs one of each. Except for action. Because she really doesn't need any actions. Bones number 2. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Action. Action. If you needed the actions, you couldn't draw any. Don't need them, you get them all over the place. Kind of how it always goes. In Bones. Alright. A lot of wasted actions, but she don't need to do nothing. Here comes Kirk. He's coming around the side, back by the abandoned cars. Now remember, that's what you're looking for right there. He sees Drayton off on the other side of the cars. Drayton don't see him. Doesn't matter. Eyeball. Let's look on the stairs. Okay. If you can search the house without having to go in the house, do it. Action. That's cool. Action. That's cool. Third action. Okay. Leather. Had to stop sometime. He's going to be in the brambles. And Kurt goes 1, 2. Ooh, 1, 2. I'll go that way. Leather. Bam. Bones. Okay. 2 more fan tokens are in there. Pam, all she has to do is draw 1 of each. This could take forever. Will she drive off without? Because she has the keys. There's Bones. That's 1. Like an Indian death or Indian strut match, everybody's counting the corners as they tag them. There's 2. There's Leather. All right. Needed him anyway. There's an action. It's going to be wasted. There's a third Bones. And that's that. No blood splatters on anybody yet. Here comes Kirk. So there's a 1, 2. 2 more eyes. Sounds like eye pate. Alright. He's looking for fam. He's looking for fam. Photos. When drawn, look at the top card of the search deck. You may choose to move it to the back, to the top or bottom of the deck. Now, here comes an interesting scenario. Leatherface can go as far as the street, and because he saw Pam go through the brambles, he's on pursuit of her. So he will probably go into the street on the next move because he doesn't realize Kirk's over here. The brambles are blocking his view. And if he's out here and this truck moves one more time into the space he's on, he's fucking dead. And now, no idea. Yes. Look at the top card again. It's still the flashlight. You almost want to draw another Leatherface and then draw a picture again. Honestly. Action. If he draws 3 actions, he can push Drayton off that. Action. He's going to stop right there. So we'll go 1, 2. That's an action. There's a fam. Bag gameplay, plentiful. Here comes Pam. She's in the van. She's looking at the window. She sees Leatherface across the street. There's a big rig cattle truck coming right down the way. There's an order where she wants to draw this. I'm telling you. It really is. Can't do that. Drew 2. Look at all these actions. Kurt could be cleaning up. Fam. Now I don't have to worry about Drayton. Alright, you can go right back here and check and see what that is. And we're going to call it there. We're going to call it right there. Now, Kurt. Action. Now, if Kurt draws an action, he can push Leatherface into the street. And then, if he can get that truck to move, he can smash Leatherface to smithereens and effectively put him out of the game. All he needs is a push. He needs one action. He needs one action. Been drawing actions all night. Not watch him. Not get none. Leatherface does not know he's on the other side of the brambles. Action. Boom. Pushes Leather out into the street. He's on an adjacent block. So now if he draws another action, he can come out here. If he draws pictures, Leatherface is dead. Now they know. Now Leatherface will come back. Right in that spot. Now Kurt needs another action. Pushes his butt right back out there. And that's the third Bones. And Kurt will take his first blood splatter of the ball game. Now, Pam is in need of drawing all 4 of hers. There's Leather. He comes after Kurt. Boom. Nails him. Kurt's going to be able to retreat 2 times. Go for here. Leather's there. Kurt's here. So 2 times right there. Kurt's got a second blood splatter. But Leather had to be drawn anyway. Action. Bones. Bones. Action. Very interesting game now. Action. She needs just the eye and the pictures, and you almost don't want to draw the pictures just yet on this one. Fam. She's going to call it there. That's Kurt. We'll move into the same space as Leather. He's going to try to draw an action to push him. If Leather... Man. Bones. If Leather attacks him, he'll be his third damage. But Kurt can flee 3 spaces and he will be behind the truck. Pictures. Son of a gun. It didn't work out. And yes, folks, it is still the flashlight. Now Kurt needs an action to put, well, can't push him into the truck. I needs an action just to get off the brambles. There it is. He's going to dilly-dally over here. That's going to be that. He's got 2 blood splatters. This could go on for a minute. Pam trying to draw. Got Leatherface. He moves. He hits Kurt. Kurt flees. 1, 2, 3. Now if Leatherface gets Kurt or he ends up in the brambles, he's done. Had to be done though. Had to be done. Action. And she can actually, now if a character is adjacent to another character, transfer 1 blood splatter to the other player. So they're going to do that because they're adjacent right now, and this one is done. Very good. Very good. Now she needs to draw these other 3 doggone tokens here. That's action. That's Bones. Now see if they're both in the van, Leatherface will come into the street after them and they can still get him with the truck. But we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, Drayton should be at the dry lake, which is actually a creek between them old 2 sheds. Leather. He's gonna come after him, and since he's enraged, so you got to keep drawing anyway. You don't want to draw another Leatherface. Action. Okay. Because then he'll be moving 3 instead of just the 1. Now here comes Kurt. What do we do with? We're gonna move him 1, 2 into the van because there's no reason for him to really search. I don't think. I think there's 2 more FAMs in the bag. But he's give Leather the old slip, I guess. There's 1. That's an action. If he can get 3, he can get that token behind the truck. And right back into the street. Bones. Haul it there. So he'll come right back out. Come right there behind the truck. And go from there. Pam's draw. She has to draw it all. She needs everything right now. She wants Leatherface first. And then, like, 3 pictures. Okay. Part 1 done. Now, see, he sees her and he sees him on the other side of the truck. He knows that he ran to the van, and I guess he's going to assume, I don't know. It's an action. We're going to call it right there for Pam. Kurt's going to come up here. Get the bones. He's going to go here. And now he's going to use his curious. When drawing a search card, next time he gets the search, he's going to do it. But he needs 3 actions to get to the diner. 1 action to get out of the brown. So he's got bones. Bones. No, no more bones. Ah, 3 bones. All right. He takes his 3rd. So here comes Pam. Fam. 1 more. Leather. You're coming down the street. Now he sees the truck. He's going to go back the other way. Actually, he's smart. He's probably looked right down this edge right here and saw him cross the shoulder and go back. Or do that. Action. Pam's turn. These objectives really mess you up. This game could have been done like 20 minutes ago. Pictures. Look at the top card of the search deck. You may choose to move it to the top or the bottom of the deck. It doesn't matter because it is the flashlight. The same flashlight we've had for a while. Those Duracell batteries that was in it. Still worked in part 2 10 years later when Lefty found Franklin. Alright. Looking for an eyeball and looking for bones. Boom! Eyeball. Bone. Now we just need bones and Pam's objective is done. Done. Done and done. She is free to go. Now we need 1 more fan. He's going to go up here. Leatherface knows he's back on the property. He saw him cross back over right along the shoulder of the road. He's slow. He ain't totally stupid. 1 more fan. Nevins will come out. And at that point, she will get an automatic turn because he won't enter in the van. The rule book doesn't say it, but he enters in the van, so I think whoever's in the van should get an automatic chance to push his ass out. And then when they push him out, we will roll a die and see which arrow he gets pushed out on. Because if he gets pushed out on the one with the truck, you cannot count the one with the truck, but you know what I mean. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. The way it's going. But he's got to get it first. Leather is a long ways away. He is not a factor at the moment. And Drayton goes to the Jerry. Action. One more action. Or one more fan. Action. Okay. Okay. Keep going, brother. Bones. Okay. You got 2 actions. Obviously, you're going to go here to the diner, flip that. That's pictures. Boom. Pictures goes in. He's going to search. That will move the truck. He will get the freaking flashlight. Remember, when you draw a token from the bag, look at the second and choose 1 to draw. It's a good card to have. That'll get used on the next turn. Especially if he draws a leather. Now, all she has to do is draw 1 token. Any token. Don't matter. So if she don't draw a token, leather face moves automatically. Eyeball. Let's see what's here. Not worth getting. Alright, Kurt. You're going to go up here. Okay. Try to get these 3 around the corner because them are the only 3 left other than that one right there. And he would take a last blood. You'd end up. He could take another blood splatter. But once Leatherface catches him, you know, that's done deal. But you can run around with 5, 6, 7 blood splatters. It doesn't matter. Bones. Action. Action. I think he's got all the cards he wants. One more action, he gets to flip all 3 of them. Pictures. Once you're on, look at the top card of the search deck. You move the truck. Top card of the search deck this time. Another flashlight. Are you kidding me? All right. Bones. That's fine. He needs 1 fan. Leather. You gotta keep drawing. Bones. Oh, that's the end of the turn. He gets to move 2 more for the 2 actions. The other 2 cans of gas. Can you believe it? He'll leave that one there. He'll take that one. I'm getting kind of desperate now. She draws bones. Boom. Done. Now, he wants this one. And he's going to go right there. Okay. Because he's going to go in the window. Whoo-wee. Man. Okay. Leather. Not yet. Leather. Well, okay, that's leather regardless, so, okay. That's one cert. Flashlight. Action. He wants as many actions as he can get right now. So he might have a death wish. I don't know. He's going to take two more, 3, 4 more blood splatters, possibly. Action. Action. Eyeball. Doesn't mean anything. There's no other tokens that are not being flipped. And that's that. So, he's got 3 actions. What does he want to do? This is what's going to happen here. Like I said, you can have as many blood splatters as you can get, but if Leatherface gets you, you're on the hook. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Take all 3 of these. They go in the bag. He takes 2 more blood splatters. So he better run for his damn life. She better not draw that. Oh my God. He's going in the house. Uh-oh. This is not good. Woo! Action. Saved. Okay. Free moves. 1, 2. He's going to crawl out the window. So he takes 1 blood splatter from that. He takes 2 blood splatters from Grandpa. And if Leatherface catches him, he is dinner. Here we go. He needs at least 2 action. 1, 2, 3 action would be good. He's still got that flashlight token. That flashlight card he can use. Eyeball doesn't mean nothing. This has been an interesting game. These games always end up interesting if you stick with them. 2. Could he get caught in the window? Could he get caught in the window? Okay, he's out of the window. He's on the ground. Now he can push leather if he can get another action. Nope. He's on the ground. Wow. Anything but a Leatherface. Because if he do, that's it. Anything but Leatherface. Action. Okay. Back to Kirk. He going boogie. He going this way. Get a little bit of separation. Take a little bit of a longer route. All the fam tokens are in the bag. He needs 1. He gets an action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actions, and he is in the road. Leather. So I'm coming out the window. Pictures. When drawn, look at the top card of the search deck. You may move it to the top or bottom. Dealing from the top. Here we go. Where did they go when this card is drawn? If you have the keys, you must return them to the bag. He does not have the keys. Shuffle it back into the deck. We are shuffling as well as I'm going to shuffle these. He needs fam or more action. There's 2 action. Bones. Okay, that's 2 actions. I think he's going to be good with that. I know you're saying, why didn't you use the other flashlight card? Because you might need it coming up to get through the brambles. That's why. Okay, Pam. Anything but Leatherface. No leather, no leather, no leather, no leather, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Pictures, that works. Bandage. When adjacent to another player, discard this card to remove 1 blood splatter from that player. Move the truck. All right. Fantastic. So far, we're staying alive. Drayton's way over on the other side by the cemetery, both checking out the generator. Kirk's over here by the diner. Leatherface is outside the dining room. Pam's waiting in the van. And Nubbins is coming home. Action. Yep, because I drew pictures that I accidentally put back in. Yeah. Okay. I accidentally put that picture back in, so whoops. If we pick it out again, we won't count it. We got bones. We got bones. This might not work out too well. They need to get that truck the hell out of the way. And bones. Okay, well. As it just so happens, it doesn't mean nothing. Okay, anything but leather here. Anything but leather. The other fan piece would be nice. Action. Alrighty. Kirk's going to go right here. He's probably going to be content with staying there. They're going to use the other... Well, shoot. No, we're going to wait. Action. He needs 3 action. Well, 4 action to get out to the street. There's 2. There's an eyeball, means nothing. I could enter turn for you. Pictures. That's fine. Where did they go again? So that one gets shuffled back in again. It was, if you have the keys, you have to put them in the bag. Luckily, Pam is the one with the keys. So, Truck is moved. Kurt has a clean escape route. If he can just find the last fam. Leather. It's one. Gotta keep drawing. So the hell way to go, folks. This is crazy. That's his third. He needs another one. Actually, no, he really don't now. One more and he can get to the van. Leatherface is a non-factor at this point. He is too far away to really do anything. I know he's only right there, but he's got to go all the way around here or all the way around there. There is no direct line right there. One more fam, one more fam, one more fam. Ooh, another leather. One more leather and his rage goes up and it really gets interesting. Bones. Okay, so it's ended one way or the other. So he goes 1, 2, 3. He is out. He is behind the truck. Now they're both just looking for that other fam token. They're just looking for that fam token. Oh boy. Here we go. Bones. Pam is done. Kurt makes it to the van. Bones. Action. That might come in handy. Action. Because if Nubbins comes out, he goes straight to the van. Kurt can push him 2 out and game's over. That's where those might come in. But you gotta get Nubbins out there first. He's staggering down the damn road. There goes Bones. There's another action. Plenty of action. Plenty of actions. There's 4. Too bad we don't have the sheriff. He can just start popping people. There's Leather. He'll go right through the same way he saw Kurt go, so he'll come out behind the van. There's 2. Uh-oh. Now when Leatherface moves, he will move 3. But since they're not coming out of the van, it really don't matter. Ain't that some stuff? Bones. That's all she... Nope, she gonna keep going. She want to keep going. She want to be the hero. She want to be the hero, not the zero. All right, that's cool. Bones. Can Saturn be in Capricorn and Copernicus and talking to Socrates and Socrates and all that fun stuff? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Come on now. Draw that damn token. That's the only thing that's been holding this game up, and we ain't getting it this time. Alright. Flashlight is going to be used. There's no reason for Kirk to move. He is safe from Leather. Essentially, the game's over. There's Leather. 1, 2, 3. He can't go into the van space. So, there's Leather again. 1, 2, 3. Bones. We're going to stop right there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, all right, we didn't use it, so. Okay, Pam. Draw this damn token. Leather. 1, 2, 3. Draw some pictures now. Draw 2 sets of pictures. So, action. Is it gonna be running right up and down the damn street like dumbass, damn dog? We're looking for 1 token here. And if anybody's watching this, if you have tuned off by now, I do not blame you. But we are going to continue filming. This has been a crazy game, and now it's ground down to a halt. So we're looking for 1 particular one damn token. Pictures. Move the truck. Look at the top search card. Help. If a character is adjacent to another character, transfer 1 blood splatter to the other player. We ain't gonna even worry about that, because Kurt's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why if you got, Leatherface, we're going to meet done. Not going to mess with trying to save him. Pam's going to try to get out of here on fumes. Leatherface. 1, 2, 3. Leatherface. 1, 2, 3. Bones. Well, I know it's in here somewhere. Here comes Pam. I got a feeling Leatherface is going to end up dead before this one is over. So, comes Kurt. Action. Bones. Bones. Leather. 1, 2, 3. Bones. At this point, everybody's just going to draw until they can't draw no more. Leather. 1, 2, 3. Eyeball. Means nothing. Bones. 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 Unbelievable. All right, Kurt. Your turn, dumbass. Gutsy bastard, though. Bones. Pictures. Move the truck. Draw from the top. Careful. Discard this card or take on no blood splatter for moving through a broken window. Well, that don't mean nothing because we ain't going back to the house. I can go to the bottom. 2 more two more pictures, and Leatherface is roadkill. And roadkill all over Texas. Here comes Nubbins. Kirk needs to draw 1 action to end this fiasco. And they drive off into the sunrise. Now comes the time. Curious. We draw 2 here, and we pick which one to keep. Both bones. Now she gets a chance to kick him out, as he does 1 blood splatter to Kurt. Now she gets to go after him. As all she's got to do is draw an action and push him out. That's all she has to do. That's it. Ball game. Bye, bitch. Bye, Felicia. Everybody lives. Everybody lives. That game ground to a halt there for a while. I'm not sure what the rules are for Nubbins when he comes out, as far as his movement, exact procedure for pushing him to get him out of the van. I imagine we did it right. If we didn't, oh well. We'll call it a house rule. Thank you for joining us again. And just like I keep saying, whenever you're anywhere out in the country, make sure you got plenty of gas because you don't want to be dinner. Talk to you all later. Bye.